Good morning to everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening. How is it going? How is it going? Let's have a look at this chat. Are we live? That's the question we always have to ask ourselves. First thing in the morning, are we live? We are live. We are live. Amazing, amazing. And you know what? I tell you what. I tell you something that's really funny. You guys in the chat, you guys are really funny. Made me giggle this morning. I come into the chat and I can already see 12 likes. I bombard this stream often, so often with yo, smash the like. We got to get over 100 for the algorithms. That you guys are just doing it naturally now. I love you all. I love you all. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. It's good to be back. And I'm gonna do the shout out in just a second. But you know what? I've got to start the stream today with just a little bit of excitement. We're getting to that final stage now. We're getting to that stage of boredom and accumulation. We're starting to find those tight, boring ranges. And you know what? I've got a tweet today I want to go through with you guys as well to show you. There was a thread that Kaleo did yesterday. I'm going to bring it up right now and add it to the list. It's just to do with the market cycle stuff that I discussed, but you know, it was a real pleasure. It was a real pleasure seeing it. So let's grab this up here. Let's bring this here, and I'll add it to it for the end of the episode because it's an exciting time, man. It's a really exciting time. And let me do this. I think I'm going to need to log into this. Get the comments coming in, people. Get the comments coming in because I'm going to do the shout out in just a second. Um, Rightio, there we go. We're in. We're in. And then I'll do this. I'll bring this back up here like this, and voila, there we go. There we go. Rightio. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? We have got Lily in the chat. Lily has a picture of a horse. Horse to you too, Lily, my sister. It's good to see you. Welcome to the chat, young lady. Gaza. Gaza says hello all. Good to see you, Gaza. Nicholas Giroux says, NJ, my man, good morning. Good morning to you too, brother. I appreciate you. Stephen M. Crypto joining the chat as always says, good afternoon, my fellow Cryptorians. Brown Hulk says, yo, fam. Sash Pro says, it's not looking good. Well, you know what? It might be time for a quick poll. Since you've said that, I've got a question for you guys, real quick, because I've got my own opinion on this. I'm going to put a poll in the chat right now. The question is going to be pullback. What is this right now? What is happening right now? Pullback or retest? Pullback or retest? You guys let me know in the comments below. Let me know in the chat. Do you guys think that we had a pullback over the weekend, or do you think that this is a retest? The poll is in the chat now, okay? Phil the Flying Frenchman, would it be a stream without you, brother? Good morning, everyone. How was the long weekend? It's good to see you, fam. Thank you for joining the show. Crypto Mac joining the show with some good energy this morning, saying, good morning, NJ community. How's it hanging? Good to have you here, mate. I appreciate you. Tertia Tertia or Tertia. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name, love. But hey, good to see you. Mr. Napes says, let's go, let's go. Elizabeth, my number one in the chat, always modding alongside Hafuel. Thank you very much for all that you do for the support and the channel and the love and la 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 la. Cleo Finance says, oi, oi, everybody. Good to see you, bro. Thank you very much. August. Good to see you, August. Thank you for joining the show. JJ, thank you for joining the show. Cleo Finance with a lovely comment here saying, congrats on 50k Twitter followers, NJ, well deserved. Thank you very much. I just hit 50k over the weekend. It's a really good feeling. I'm blessed to have all of you here along with the community that we have over on Twitter as well, you know? JJ says, good morning all. Fatih says, hey everybody, good to have you back. Thank you very much, Fatih. Good to see you as well, my friend. A few more comments and we'll kick the show off. Piotr says, NJ show back. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, we had to take yesterday off. You know, life sometimes gets in the way in ways that you can't kind of predict, you know. So that may happen once or twice. I do apologize for that. I know it was Monday yesterday. We should have gone through a few things, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll do it today. Kelvin, good to see you, Kelvin. Thank you very much for joining the show. We've got Marta here. Thank you, Marta. We've got Try. Thank you for joining. We've got Ishi. What's Ishi saying? Hello, how are you? Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you too, Ishi. John says, good morning, everyone. Great to see you, John. Thank you very much. Trader Fox. Sounds kind of nice. Love the vibe, bruv. Yeah, I like your name, man. Trader Fox sounds cool. Sounds very cool. And finally, we'll do last one here. Sagan. Good day to you too, Sagan. You are the last and the best. All right. Rightio. So, what is going on at the moment with cryptocurrency? What is going on at the moment with Bitcoin? Let's have a look at this quick poll. I'm going to vote myself as well. We've got a majority of you saying retest. Now, this was a trick question. Pull back and retest, they're the same thing. So, I mean, for those of you who voted, um, it was actually a joke. I was never mind. I'm gonna leave that up there for a little bit, but minor. Let's kick it off. Let's kick the show off without further ado. Let's go over to our screen. Okay, so what have we got here? I'm going to save this for the end of the episode. So stick around because we're going to talk about this. This is a really, I saw this yesterday and I was just like, oh, you know what? It doesn't get better than this. So we're going to kick off with the boring stuff first. Okay, so Forex Factory, what is going on here? For those of you who don't know, for those of you who are new to the show, we do this every Monday. We look at this website every single Monday. We should be looking at it once or twice a week. All right. This plans our calendar. This tells us what we're going to do. So we're going to look at it now because I wasn't here yesterday. What is going on this week? So we're Tuesday now. We've missed out on Monday. Nothing too major happening today other than some pound stuff. Tomorrow, we've got GDP for the pound. That could be an interesting one for those of you who live in the UK alongside myself. But tomorrow, all right, tomorrow is going to be a big one because we've got an FOMC. We've got FOMC members speaking. We've got two FOMC members speaking. All right, we've got Bowman and we've got Barr. And this is going to be the crucial area right here. Okay, the FOMC meeting minutes. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live during the FOMC. Okay, just to see how the market reacts. I tell you why. Maybe I'll go live during PPI. I'm not sure. I'm still sort of deciding whether it's going to be CPI, PPI, or FOMC. But as it currently stands, I know that the market is chopping up and down because of the amount of fundamentals that we've got going on this week. Okay, so tomorrow is going to be a very important day. I'm expecting some chop. Now, Thursday is going to be even bigger than Wednesday because Thursday we have CPI. Now, if you've been watching this channel for a while now, you guys will know that I cover CPI every time it's released. Okay, we do an episode on CPI. I talk about what it is, I talk about what it consists of, and then we watch the market do what the market does. Now, this week, given the range that Bitcoin's in, given the chop that we're experiencing, given the fact that we're still continuously seeing more quantitative tightening across the market, we're seeing what looks to be or perceived as illiquid trading on Bitcoin. It looks really choppy. It looks really messy. All right. And it looks like it's the build up towards CPI. So we'll see how that unfolds on Thursday. I'll be going live for the CPI watch along. Okay. So I hope you guys all sort of join me for that. And on Friday, we've got the core retail sales and we've got a consumer sentiment. Now, this is going to have less of an impact on our market sort of reviews and our market's outlooks and whatnot. However, it's still something to pay attention to. So if you didn't know, you know it now. We have got a very, very busy week this week in terms of how the market is going to react. Okay. Now, moving along, if we look over at the sort of crypto market, just to see how crypto is doing, over the last 7 days, Bitcoin is down for the week. Ethereum down for the week. Stables aren't doing anything, which is good, even though we're going to discuss stables today, right? Not doing much, which is what we want to see. Rest of the altcoin market is not looking too good. A majority of red across the board. Okay, some tokens dumping into the double-digit percentage territories. All right. Now, one day in the near future, we'll log on to this. We'll have a look at this website, and I'm sure we'll see heaps and heaps of greens as we once did. But today's not that day. We have some time before we get to that stage. Okay, so that's the overall market. Moving over to Bitcoin now. What is Bitcoin doing? What is Bitcoin doing? Moving over to Bitcoin, looking at the higher time frame, there is not much going on other than we are starting to curve towards the downside. We are at major support for Bitcoin. We are at major support, as you can see here. This was the previous all-time high here, 2017, and that's where price is currently hovering at. Okay, we're not quite there, where we're just a little below it, but that is pretty much where price is we're hovering at. All right, technically we're below monthly resistance. At the same time, we're at monthly support. If you think about it, all right, $100, $200, it's not really that much in sort of the grand scheme of things. Okay, so if you're sort of shorting Bitcoin on the lower time frame because we've broken below the 2017 high, you might get caught. You might get caught there, So just be careful. Take your time. For me personally, where do I stand when I look at a chart like this? I'm looking at this now and I'm thinking to myself, I'm wanting to trade less and less and less. And I was speaking to my good friend, my big brother Trader XO this morning, and the topic of the conversation was, we have a long, boring period ahead. How do you feel about that? What are your plans, etc., etc., etc.? And we are getting to that accumulation stage now. I'm really happy. I'm really happy. We're finally going to go into sort of these areas here. So this bottom box here, this top box here, we're finally starting to go into those areas now. And I'm really, really excited about that, because it's, when history is repeating in the fashion that it's repeating, that's just what we want to see, man. That's what I want to see. I want history to repeat. I want it to do exactly what it did in 2018 going into 2024. All right, I want it to do that. Now, in terms of Bitcoin's range, so what I want you guys to look at here is we've got this blue line above here, which sits in at around 24,000. And we've got this bottom blue line here, which sits in at around 17,600. Now, that is the range that we're playing in, the bigger range that we're playing in. The smaller range that we're playing in sits between 22,230 and I would say 18,500. So we have a range within a range. We're trapped in both of those ranges. Now, one thing I want you guys to watch for, right, is how long it's taking to cover 10%. Okay? From this area, this bottom swing low that we've got here, over to this swing high that we've got right here at around 19,100-ish, that's around 10%. Okay? And it is taking us days and days and days to clear 10%. So if we go from here, September the 15th, it's been 3 weeks now, and the range is tight. Okay? 3 weeks, and we've only been able to go down 10% one time, up 10% one time. So what does that tell me, and what does that tell you? To me, what I'm seeing here is we are starting to coil up. We are starting to squeeze. And if you notice as well, excuse me, the sentiment is changing for crypto. The overall consensus is changing for crypto. It's becoming boring, isn't it? It's becoming sort of nauseating to trade. It's difficult to trade this market. It's boring to trade this market. It's we're seeing less sort of engagement on Twitter when it comes to cryptocurrencies, and we're seeing more and more people move over to traditional markets and macro fundamentals. Okay? Now, this is an important sort of piece of information I'm giving you here, because this is exactly what I saw in 2018 as well. I saw this exact same thing, whereby a lot of people, including myself, would move over to traditional markets, the Forex market, to learn how to trade. Now, is that the right thing to be doing in a condition like this? Yes, it is. At the same time, just make sure that you're sticking to crypto, that you're not walking away from crypto. Because what will happen is, I'll explain. Over here, you have the 2017 downside. All right. This is the 2018 bear market. So you see the pump here in 2017 and you see the decline here in 2018. When we started breaking down here in sort of November 2018, we formed these major lows. Okay, these lows are printed in at around $3,000 for Bitcoin. All right. Now, when these lows were formed, this was the biggest sort of capitulation point. All right. So where we are right now is kind of around somewhere in between, I would say, September 2018. Okay. We still got a little bit of volatility. We're still seeing 10% from the downside to the upside. People are still talking about trading. I'm still seeing setups all across Twitter. But what will happen is we'll probably squeeze to a point where we get that final dip. Okay. When we get that final dip, everybody's going to want to buy Bitcoin in the sense of Bitcoin going to higher prices immediately, and that's not going to happen. Okay, look how long it took for all of this to unfold. So let me just share this here. So date range. So once the low was sort of put in, it took us 128 days to break out of this range. Okay, 128 days. How many months is that? Around 4 months. So imagine, the 10K low for Bitcoin comes. You buy 100 to 200K of Bitcoin, okay? And you're sitting there and 4 months is going and you haven't, price isn't moving. This is even less than of the range that we have now. Okay, but guys, by the way, get the comments in. This is an interactive show. Okay, get the comments in. I can see your comments. I'll get to them shortly, but get your comments in. If you're not commenting, get it in, and also get us a like spike as well. We try to get to 100 likes for every single stream. I know I've not been here for the last couple of days, but help us get to that journey. All right, you're all part of it, so help us do that. So going back to what I was saying just now in terms of this 4 month range that we've got here. This is kind of where I see us going. Okay. If we do get that final leg down, and even if we don't get that final leg down, even if we consolidate here, where we are now in terms of price, right here at around 19K ish for the next 4 months, would anyone be able to really sort of handle it? Okay. Now, given that in January we're going to have a new yearly candle, that candle is going to have to print a high and a low. Okay? It's not just going to open and then shank to zero. That's not how it's going to work. All right? You've got to think of the yearly chart in the same way that you think of the 5 minute chart, except your levels are going to be more respected. There's going to be less data to work with. And the data that you do work with is going to be more prevalent than what you see on the 5 minute because it's the higher time frame. The higher time frame always gives you the macro outlook, and the higher time frame is always going to show you the direction that price is going in, not the lower time frames. Okay, so where I see us right now is similar to around September 2018, this area here, and I'm expecting that final drop, that final leg down. I'm not sure what the low is going to be, whether it's going to be 14K, 12K, 10K. The low could already be in right now. It remains to be seen. But the point is, once we start getting that macro sort of breakout right here and we start pushing up, this is kind of what I'm expecting for 2023. Okay, I'm expecting a move like this in 2023 where Bitcoin will do something along the lines of a 3 to 4x. Okay, however, I think we need to see some more downside first. So if Bitcoin hits, I don't know, 10K, okay, I think for the next year, we could see a potential 3 to 4x for Bitcoin just because we need to sort of print a high for the next year. Okay, maybe we'll have some quantitative easing throughout the year. Maybe we'll have some lower interest rate increases. Maybe we'll have some sort of pauses in the traditional market sort of monetary policies that are putting pressure on the S&P, which is causing the S&P to drop and causing a complete risk-off environment. Maybe there will be some stage in 2023 where we do get 1/4 of risk on. And if we get that, expect to see something like this. And it will sort of trick people, It will trick people. This all here is just one big stop run. Okay? One massive stop run, and obviously, as you can see, price comes back down. Now, when price comes back down, we get one more test into these lows, and then we start getting sent. Now, in terms of all of this, if we mark out, right, September 2018, okay? If we look at September 2018, which falls in around here, okay? And we move that all the way over to November or October, the last sort of week of October of 2020, what do we get? We get 761 bars, which is 761 days. 761 days, roughly around 2 years. Okay? 2 years. So if we sort of take that from here and we go here, now bear in mind when I say 2 years, I'm not saying 2 years before altcoins start going up. I'm not saying that. In obviously you saw in 2019 we had some big moves for crypto from the upside. In 2020 we had the downside, and then we between March 2020 and November 2020, we had the exit of the bear market. The exit of the bear market is where majority of the money was printed for those of you who stayed. Okay, the exit of the bear market lasted, it was around a 3x, but altcoins were going bananas. We had the coming of Polkadot. We had the coming of Matic. Matic had switched. What was Matic called before? No, it was called Matic before. Yeah, in 2019 it was called Matic, and in 2020 they rebranded to Polygon. All right. When they rebranded to Polygon, price sort of dumped because the market was looking shit. And then throughout the exit of the bear market, price was ripping. The type of prices that we're going to get soon, they're going to be generational wealth type opportunities. Okay, I'm really excited. I'm genuinely excited. For me, what I'm doing right now, I'm sort of taking my time. As you can see, I'm coming live 4 to 5 times a week. Um, I'm on Twitter. I'm still very active on Twitter. You'll see that I'm not trading too much. I'll take 1 or 2 trades a week and I'll share them on Twitter too. You know, during the bull market, I'll be taking 1 or 2 trades a day sometimes. Some weeks will be bad. You know, some weeks you lose sleep. Sometimes you force yourself to go to sleep during the bull market. You wake up and you saw 3 setups that you're used to that played out. It's very, very frustrating and it's mind boggling. All right. We're getting to that though. We are getting to that slowly. So if you think about it, right? March 2020 to November 2020, that's your April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. That's around an 8-month period. Okay? Around an 8-month period. So if we take 2 years minus 8 months, we're looking at around 1 year and 2 months. So 13 months before the exit of this accumulation period. So over the next 2 months, 3 months, if we can find a bottom, whether it be 14K or 12K or 10K, even 8K if it wants to come, as long as we can find a bottom for 2022, what are we expecting going into 2023? We're expecting range play in 2023. That means that for all of you guys and girls here who are practicing your range trading, you guys will do all right in 2023. Now, we can't lose sight of the bigger picture. The bigger picture is what we need to stay focused on. Okay? In terms of the bigger picture, yes, if we're ranging in 2023, 2024, we need to have our calendars prepared. Okay, what do we have in 2024 that could potentially be a catalyst that could potentially give us some movement in Bitcoin? We have the Bitcoin halving. Okay, and I'm talking about 761 days. That's 2 years minus 8 months. What does that give us? That gives us roughly around 490 days. Do the math. Someone do the maths in the chat right now. You'll see. Okay? So everything is kind of falling into place in the same sort of fashion that it was falling into place in 2018. It's just that young NJ didn't really understand the market enough during those periods to come and tell all of you, hey, I think the market is doing this. Okay, so it all kind of lines up. It's all there for you to see. It's not a conspiracy. It's not something that is unique in the space. This is all about emotions. Where people sort of get stuck is the emotions. When it comes to, I'll give you an example, right? Look, for the men in this space, in fact, we can talk for the girls as well and for everything in between. We talk about being fit, all right? Athleticism, aesthetics. You guys and girls, you want your six packs, you want the big chest, you want muscles, and then you say to yourself, okay, what do I need to get a six pack or muscles or a big chest? Okay, I need to go to the gym. I need to go to the gym. I need to bench press. I need to be going to the gym 2, 3, 4 times a week, ideally 5 if my stamina can keep up. All right. And then after I go to the gym every week, what else do I need to do? I need to make sure that I'm eating the right amounts of protein. I need to make sure that I'm not overdoing it with carbs and fats. Okay. And then somebody comes along and says, yeah, bro, you know what? You're doing so amazing, fam. In 2 years, you're going to do it. You're going to get there in 2 years. Suddenly, the mindset starts to change. The mindset starts to get affected. And you start thinking to yourself, well, hang on a second. I don't want to wait 2 years for this. I can't be bothered to wait 2 years for this. I'll tell you what I'll do, right? If 2 years is my deadline, what I'll do is I'll wait until 2 months before my deadline. And that's when I'm going to start. I'm going to chill now. I'm going to do my thing. I'll take it easy here and there. I'll cut back on some weeks and whatnot. But 6 weeks, 8 weeks before my 2 year deadline, that's when I'll really ramp up and put the pedal to the metal. And that's when I'll start. And the same sort of principle, and you'll notice that these people fail, by the way. I'm one of them, all right? Look, this flab you got right here. I'm one of them. So it's the same thing in crypto, and I'm not being fooled by it for a third time. I'm not being fooled by it. I've been fooled by it twice. I'm not being fooled by it this time. I'm so calm and collected this time round. And I want you guys to be in the same way. Okay. So if I'm saying we are here right now in September 2018, and you look at this and you think, well, NJ, oh man, I can't be bothered to wait all of this time from September 2018 over to November 2020 for us to start giving us that bull market and la 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 la. It's not worth my time. It's not worth my effort, etc., etc. When in reality, yes, it is, you fool, you idiot, you moron, you jerk, you fool. Sometimes man's got to say that twice. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You've got to make sure, what are the 3 things or 4 things that NJ didn't do in 2018 that NJ must do in 2022, the remainder of it, and certainly 2023. And I say NJ because this is not financial advice. I can only let you guys know what I'm doing. This sort of YouTube is a journal for me. It's a journal for you guys. All right. What we have to make sure we do is we need to not leave the space. Okay. I bring you back to the fitness example that I gave you. The fitness example that I gave you was, look, you know what? Maybe today you go to the gym and you know what? Today you have the best workout of your life. You come home, you feel pumped. You even have a freezing cold shower in the winter and you feel good. All right. My friend, in a week's time, you're not going to feel like that. You're going to wake up, you're going to be groggy, you're going to be tired. You're going to have to push yourself to go to the gym. All right. And that is what will separate you from the other people. Okay. If you wake up and you push yourself and you say, you know what, I'm going, I don't care, I'm actually going to go. And you get there and you do something, even if it's not your best workout, you're there, you're pulling, you're pushing, you're doing something. You leave the gym, you get in your car, you drive back home or you walk home or whatever you do, you're going to feel very, very different. And what will happen is in 3 months' time, in 6 months' time, you'll go to the gym and your body will be doing different things. Suddenly your squat won't feel the same anymore. Your bench won't feel the same anymore. Your pull-ups, your push-ups, your pulling, your pushing, whatever you're doing, it will feel different. And you'll think to yourself, why is it so different? What's going on? Why is it so different? It's different because you stuck to it. During those 3 months, when everybody left, during those 3 months where you woke up and you were feeling groggy, you were feeling like you got a headache, you don't want to train, you want to relax, you want to chill a bit, you want to play some FIFA, you want to play a bit of Call of Duty, you didn't do that. You did. You gave yourself some free time. Free time is healthy, but you didn't do that. You got up and you got your ass out of bed. You went to the gym. You did your work. And it's the same exact principle in crypto. So I know a lot of you guys are at work right now, okay? And I'll tell you how I did it at work. I'd sit right here at work, okay? My desk was here. I had one monitor there. I had one monitor there, and I had my laptop in the middle. All right. I'd keep my laptop positioned right in the middle. My managers sat all behind me at the table back there. My seniors sat behind me at my table at the table there. Literally, they had their backs turned to me. Some were facing towards me. And On one screen here on the left screen, I'd have all my work stuff, the stuff I'm actually working on, all right, which was my work stuff. Yeah, I worked in IT, so we had cases and whatnot, networking issues and storage issues that we needed to work on. I had that there, and I was doing my work. I was doing it. On the right hand side of the screen, I had more work. So on the left hand side, I would have all my case stuff up. On the right hand side, I'll have all the stuff I need to research the case for testing, etc., etc. And then in the middle of the screen, do you know what I had? I'd get a Twitter notification from SC's private group saying we're going live for a market review at US Open. All right, US Open. So what I do is I'd have it in the middle of my screen. I'd turn the brightness all the way down so nobody could see, and I'd join that class with my headphones on, one headphone in, and then the other one was sort of at the front of my face. And every day I was there. Every day I was there. All right. Pick a few Twitter influencers that you can really trust, not to pay anything towards, but just content that you enjoy. Okay. Pick a few YouTube personalities that have content that you enjoy and make it your business to tune into those every single day, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Discord, whether it's Telegram, whether it's YouTube, whatever it is that you want to do, even if it's reading. All right. My little sister, she's obsessed with reading. She loves reading. Okay. She's not like me. I like screens. She likes reading. Fine. Books, then if it has to be reading, let it be reading, but make sure you're making it a part of your routine. Make sure you're making it a part of your personality, because I'll tell you what, in the 2018-19 sort of little bull market that we had, this mini one, I missed this entire thing. I had no idea that this was accumulation. I had no idea that this was a bottom. I had no idea that this was a retest. I missed this entire thing. I was learning price action. I understood price action, but you know what I was doing? I was more focused on this. I was more focused on this 15-minute time frame. That's what I was looking at. I was looking at candles like this. If somebody was to tell me to go back and look at 2019, I'd walk away. I'd say, "Oh, do you know what, bro? Look, listen, no disrespect, no disrespect to you, my bro, but I want to look at today's price action. I'm trying to catch a trade. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate all this macro stuff here, but I'm more focused on what's going on today." That's how I was, and I kind of got lucky a little bit in the 2021 bull market. Now where you guys want to be. Where you guys want to be, which is very important. If I go back to the daily time frame here, where you guys want to be, it's not so important that you catch this move in the 2023 sort of little mini bull market that we might have. It's not as important as making sure you catch the generational low. Okay, so I think over the next 2 to 3 to maybe as far as 6 months, I don't think it's going to take that long, maybe 6 months, I think that we're going to find a low in this market. Okay. And when we do find that low, you are going to have to make a life-changing decision. All right. Not only are you going to have to make a life-changing decision, but at the same time, there are some of you in the chat that I know does not have access to financials the same way other people have access to. Okay. And even for you guys who have no money, paper trade that shit. I'll explain. I know it sounds a bit weird. I'll explain. Let me have a sip of coffee and I'll explain. In the bear market, the magnet in life is money leaving your pocket. Not just the bear market of crypto, the bear market of traditional markets, the bear market at work. I'll give you another example, right? And I'm going to look at the comments in a second. Get your comments in. I'm going to get to the comments in a second. We are going to do a little Q&A after the stream ends as well. So don't worry. Keep your comments coming in. I know I'm talking a lot. I'm ranting a lot, but I haven't been here in a few days and I need to do this. So just keep listening if you can. Right? Now, in bull markets, it's the complete opposite. Money finds its way to you, and even at work. Okay, look, I'll give you an example. Let's take the Christmas bonus at work. Okay, now At my company, my old company, I really miss that place. It was a lovely place to work at. At my old company, we used to have this system where the bonus would be determined by the type of sales and revenue that the company was producing. Okay, it wouldn't be a fixed bonus. Now, if the company sales were good, we'd get the highest bonus you could get was 10%. The lowest bonus you could ever get was somewhere around 3%. All right. Now, a couple of years it was 7, 8%. A couple of years it was 6%, 5%. All right. And interestingly enough, during the years that it was 8%, it lined up with the crypto bull markets. And during not crypto bull markets, but the risk on markets, risk on environments, I was noticing that there was bull market across the world. It wasn't just Bitcoin. All right, it wasn't just Bitcoin. It was around the world. You were seeing a lot of bullish news. Money was finding its way to people's pockets, and during the bear market is where you'll see that's the best time to lose money. It's not just crypto. It will be everything. It will be energy prices. It will be rent. It will be food. It will be anything you can think of. That's what the bear market does. All right. So even if you don't have money, I'm telling you now, prepare for the bull market because money will find its way to your pocket. I promise you. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm not talking about a Jack and the magic beanstalk type story. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that a man's going to give you magic beans and you're going to plant them and you're going to get 20 Bitcoin. I'm saying that you will have some small amount of money. All right, you'll put it into one stupid altcoin that doesn't have a real use case, and suddenly you will have 100 times what you put in, even if it's 10. That is the crypto market for you. It's a market that is unbeaten, unrivaled in terms of what it can do, what type of money it can produce, and you are here. You're here when others aren't. And as we go into the next quarter, all right, Q1 2023, I'm expecting us to find a type of low that is going to make a majority of the people exit crypto. All right. And that is when you are going to have to make that decision. Are you going to stick around? Are you going to pay attention to the charts? Are you going to look to catch a little mini bull run of 2023? Are you going to look to catch the big bull run that I'm expecting to happen over the course of 2024 and 2025? It's up to you. It's up to you. All right. Make sure you guys are smashing up the likes. All right. Let's get a like spike going. We have to try and get as close to 100 likes as possible. And then for those of you who are watching recorded, make sure you smash the likes. I appreciate all of you. Let me just cut that poll. That poll was just a really bad joke, to be honest. The answer that we were looking for our poll, have a look into the comments now if you want. Look at the poll. The answer I was looking for was a retest. But at the same time, pullback and retest means the same thing. So, nobody sort of clocked. All right. So anyway, that's what I think. So anyway, and if we just zoom into here. So just to let you guys know, I did get stopped out on Solana, but I bought back into Solana. If we just have a sort of quick look as to what Bitcoin is doing here, honestly, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. I'm expecting sort of 20,300 to cap the market. Okay. So whatever we do from here, I don't expect us to go much lower today or for the rest of the week unless CPI and FOMC meeting does madness. But for now, until we have that, I'm expecting the market to sort of do this. All right. And then we range between sort of around where we hit today at 19,100 to around 2,300. So it's around a 1K range. Okay. For Bitcoin. So that's what I'm expecting for the market. And I'm not expecting anything else. I don't see us going to 24K, 25K. The highest I can see us going would be around here, around 21,500, 21,600, 21,700. And that is 2K from where we are now, which is a pretty big move. But in terms of the overall sort of higher time frame context that we're looking at, it's not really anything. Okay. It's not really anything. So get some comments in. Let's have a look at some of these comments and let's see what are we seeing here. Okay. Before we have a look at this Russia stuff and this last, I want you guys to stick around for this. Stick around for this. Okay. We'll go over it in sort of the next 15 to 20 minutes. So stick around for this. I want to go through this with you guys. All right. You guys are going to enjoy that. This is the Russia stuff. We'll go through that in a moment. Let's have a look at some comments and see what I go on. All right, so um, Peter. Peter here says, when volatility? Well, as you can see, Peter, volatility is beginning to die off in the space. Okay. We are going into accumulation now, my friend. It's an exciting time to be alive in cryptocurrency. I'm looking so forward to the next bull market. I hope you are too. Expect less and less volatility as we go into accumulation. Trader Fox, with just lovely comments from Trader Fox, really positive energy in the chat from Trader Fox, saying, I love the vibe, bro. Thank you very much, Trader Fox. August says, I have two small longs for a bounce here with a close stop loss. Let's see what happens. People probably de-risking because of CPI will be bad as usual. August, keep up the good work, my good friend. Keep up the good work. I got stopped out on Solana, but I quickly jumped back in. PYR as well. My average for PYR is a lot lower than what it is now, but I didn't catch the absolute bottom on PYR at 370. I didn't. I had bids set for 380 and I removed those bids yesterday like an idiot. And then guess what happened? It hit and then it continued to go up. So, even Trader NJ has bad days, all right? I don't catch every single move in the market, but because I'm consistently on it, I'm there. If I don't catch that one, I'll catch the one after or the one after that. It's important to stick around. All right. Sagan, thank you for your lovely comments as well. Sagan, thank you very much. Chris says trading ES is more fun than this. Yeah, it is. And that's what happened in 2018 as well. Many people, including myself, we moved over to Forex and traditional markets instead of crypto. But do you know what? There was one person who stuck with crypto. Out of my whole circle, there was one person who stuck with crypto, and that person became one of the greatest crypto traders that I know of today, and that is Trader XO. During 2018, 2019, when we all moved over to FX, Trader XO stuck by his Bitcoin narrative. He stuck by his crypto thesis. He really stuck by the crypto market. He was continuing to understand crypto, Bitcoin. He was understanding more about the halving, more about fundamentals in crypto, and he smashed the 2021 bull market. From every perspective, he smashed it. Okay, so use him as an example. Obviously, we are setting, for us that are here in this chat right now, you guys in the chat, myself as well, we're doing that right now, but we're not out of the woods yet. We've got another year to go before we can say we've done what XO's done. So make sure you guys are using that as an example. All right, what else have we got here? Elizabeth, what's Elizabeth saying here? Not worth it for me personally. We would chase trades right now, cost a lot of time and effort. Using that time in a different way now. I agree with you, Elizabeth. Now is the time to stay focused on the market, not to trade, but to understand more about what the market is doing. Try to get your levels of understanding up. The time to accelerate will be in the bull market. Right now, we are not even in a bear market anymore. We are leaving that bear market now and going into accumulation. So if we are going into accumulation now, we are expecting boring periods of time. Look, gentlemen, okay? If you guys enjoy playing FIFA, if you guys enjoy Call of Duty, if you guys love playing Pokemon, if you guys like going to the gym, if you guys like playing football, maybe you've got a club that you guys go to, this is the time to start getting involved in those things. Okay? Why am I saying that? Because you haven't got that much time. You haven't got that much time. Listen, guys, look. The market topped in November 2021, and real talk, I know a lot of you guys will say the same thing. For me, it feels like yesterday. It genuinely feels like yesterday that I was recording the Hustle music video. It feels like yesterday that I was sitting in this chair saying, boom, what's going on? Bitcoin already long, SXP already long. I remember those days. That was only a year ago. And it's only going to be another year before we do all of those things again. You know what I mean? So you haven't got that much time. Learn what you can learn, absorb what you can absorb. Do not leave the crypto space. It will be the stupidest thing that you can do. All right? Because it will take you months to resync with this market. It will take you months. And you don't want to come in into the middle of the bull market. That's the problem that people have. People come in towards the middle of the bull market and They try and sync with the market. It takes 2-3 months to get into sync with the market, and then you've only got a month or two left of bull market, and you're buying and selling. You become exit liquidity because you can't time a top. All right, so it's one of those things. All right. So what else have we got here? What else have we got here? La, 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 la. Aromatic, good to see you, man. And Aromatic says, time in the market, not timing the market. Yes. That's a powerful line you just dropped there, my friend. That's a powerful line. Who else have we got here? We've got Ricardo. Ricardo Diash says, loving the gym analogy. Well, thank you, Ricardo. I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for leaving that good comment. Appreciate you. Frederico, you cheeky bugger. He says, hello, hello, live from work. Frederico is using the work analogy in real life. Frederico is there. He's tuned in. He's at work. Watch out for Frederico. He's gonna make it. He's gonna make it. Legends, can we get the likes up? We got 60 people here right now. Can we get up to 55 or 60 likes? If that's all right with you guys. Also, drop your comments in. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Yusuf, good to see you, Yusuf. Appreciate you joining the stream, my brother. Vishnu says, hey, bro. Gaza says, great motivational stream. Appreciate you. Cleo Finance, always dropping in nice stuff. Says, what a fantastic stream today, bro. Crushing it. Yeah, man, I appreciate all of you guys joining it. It really does mean a lot. Michael and Mr. Napes are all saying Wagwan. Wagwan to you, man. I hope you guys are doing good. Hugh James says, hello, mate. Thank you very much for joining the chat. Appreciate you. And Crypto Max says, always love hearing your rants. Yeah, appreciate you. We got some love for XO in the chat as well. That's good. Sam Hone, good to see you, Sam Hone, bro. I haven't seen you for a minute, man. Good to see you. What's Real Underskill saying? Real Underskill says, cash is king and mostly time in the market, not time in the market. Powerful line from Real Underskill. I tell you what, though, I'll add to that. Cash is king in the bear market. Not in risk-on environments. In risk-on environments, that's when the risk-on assets are king. That's when you want to be long in them stupid meme coins, dog coins, and whatnot. I'm telling you now, in the last bull market, I was introduced to the meme community. I was shocked. I did not know for a minute that the meme community could be as strong as they actually were. It was insane. The meme community, unbelievable. And I'm telling you, the meme community, there is a lot of money in the meme industry. All right. So even the meme tokens, it's not just going to be the layer 1s, layer 2s, and actual use case tokens. It's going to be more than that. All right. I'll take one or two more comments and then I'm going to crack on with two, three more things we need to talk about. And then we'll wrap up with a quick Q&A and then I'll jump out. All right. So what else have we got here? Min, my brother from Vietnam. Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Joel, good to see you as well. Thank you for joining the show. EA says, will you do a says, will you do a TA series? As we go along, mate, as we go along, you know, this journey that we've got on YouTube, it's my journey just as much as it is yours. We'll see how the channel unfolds, all right? Right now, we're still in that growing phase. I'm still getting to know and love my community. We're still at 4.4K subscribers. You know, we need to grow. We need to grow. We need to try get to 10, 20, 30, 40, 100K subscribers. And as we continue to grow, it will show me that you guys need more content from me, okay? Because it will show serious demand. And when it does, when I see more of that, then it's going to force me to be at my desk here to do these kind of things for you guys. So in the future, it's undisclosed. It's to be confirmed. But yeah, if I can, I'll do it. I'll do it. I promise you I will. Anything I can do to help you guys out, I will. And if it's content especially, then for sure. In the meantime, I would highly recommend Crypto Creds TA series, okay? For those who are beginners in the market, if you want to learn something that will help you get to a level where you can start understanding SC's classroom, go and look at Crypto Creds content. I promise you, it doesn't matter how new you are, all right? You will see Crypto Creds content is the shit. All right, best for beginners. Then after Crypto Creds content, then move to Trader SC's content. It will be tough. Crypto Cred is here, and then when you jump into SC's content, it goes like this. The learning curve is steep, but then it will help you a lot. It will help you so much. And then once you're studying SC stuff, SC moves at 100 miles an hour. 1 minute you're looking at pound Then you're looking at the yen. Then you're looking at commodities. You're looking at the risk on assets, risk off assets. You're looking at cross pairs, and you start asking questions, macro questions, without even realizing. And that's when Trader XO stuff becomes a gold mine. Okay, so it all kind of comes together. What's this guy saying? Arzang says, "What do you think about Bitcoin, bro? I just spent an hour talking about Bitcoin. Yalla, what are you doing? Rewind to the beginning of the episode, my brother, and you'll see. Yeah." Okay, and any more comments here? All right, I'm going to take one more and then I'm going to move on. All right, so one more here. We've got NJ. With your experience, how would you allocate 10 to 50K towards the next bull market? How many percent in Bitcoin? How many percent in Ethereum? Do you have a certain percent that you're looking to allocate towards in alt and meme coins? Great question, Peter. Great question. I'll bring my screen up for this one. Okay, now this is a good question, and I need to be careful in how I answer this question because I want to make sure that I'm not giving financial advice and then I get a letter from the SEC. Okay, look, so this is how I would allocate it. So what I'd be looking for now is I'd be looking for a low in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, I'd be looking for a major low in Bitcoin and Ethereum. When do I think that low is coming? I think it's going to be within the next 3 to 6 months. I think it will happen before the end of the year. What I think is not necessarily what I know. Now, if that low is to happen in the next 2-3 months, then we need to look at how the market works. So number one, you've got Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, a lot of you will think, okay, if Bitcoin and Ethereum start going up, that means the altcoin market is going to go up, right? That's what a lot of you guys think. Beep, wrong. The altcoin market only goes up with Bitcoin and Ethereum during a bull market. Okay? A trending environment. But before that happens, Bitcoin will crush altcoins. Okay? Bitcoin will destroy altcoins. So, what we're looking for at the moment is we are looking to time the bottom of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's where you want to be parking. If I had that money and I was using that money, that's what I would do. I'd be looking for an allocation in Bitcoin or Ethereum. Okay? After a certain period of time, when Bitcoin and Ethereum have done their thing, that is when the market will start following suit. Okay, I'll give you an example here. Because it's a fantastic question. If we go over to this chart and I remove everything here, there are 2 periods of time. Okay, there are 2 periods of time. You see here March 2020. This is the COVID crash. Okay, and from the COVID crash, you can see that we technically went into an uptrend from here. Okay, it wasn't actually an uptrend. It was an uptrend nonetheless, but it was a range play. Okay, here's the range highs up here. Here's the range lows down here. We broke below through the COVID event spike, and then we broke back into the range here, and we started uptrending. Now, anybody who bought Bitcoin and Ethereum here during March 2020 would have made around 3-4x their money before Bitcoin started going bananas and altcoins started to follow suit. Okay? When Bitcoin was at $20,000, okay, it hit 20K in December 2020. Bitcoin hit 20K again for the first time in 3 to 4 years. When it did that, Solana was still at $1-2. Polkadot was still at $2-3. PYR hadn't even launched, I think. All right. So as you can see, based off this chart here, the better play for the beginning, the exit of the bear market, the better play is to be in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Once Bitcoin and Ethereum have started to chill out, it's not that you're exiting the market. It's not that you're exiting Bitcoin and Ethereum, but more so from here, you start diversifying into altcoins. Okay? When you start diversifying into altcoins, you're becoming more riskier. You're becoming more sort of aggressive with your plays. You're accelerating. Your risk is there because these altcoins in another market, in an accumulation market, in a bear market, or in a normal traditional market, these altcoins will never do 10x, let alone 100, 200x. But from this point here, you start diversifying into those risky altcoins that go on to 100, 200, 300x. Okay? You ride this wave here, in the bull market with those risk on assets. So it's not about diversifying from here. It's not about a low comes in and then you just split your 50K portfolio into altcoins and Bitcoin. No, no. Look for the lows on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Put your allocations into those. If I was doing it, this is not financial advice. And then from there, wait for the market to give you the signs. Okay. The reason I say that is because the market is going to have new altcoins. It's not just going to be the altcoins of 2021 that are going to pump. Those coins will become dinosaur coins. Okay, only a few of those coins will make it into the next cycle, and a handful of those coins will make it. I promise you, most of them won't. All right, and once Bitcoin and Ethereum have started going crazy enough, the new altcoins will start circulating around the market. And those new altcoins, the new shiny toys, that's where you want to be diversifying your portfolio. I hope that helped anyway. That was a very detailed answer. And Liz has helped out here as well. Liz says March 2020 till December 2020, Bitcoin was the one pumping. January 2021, alts started. That's a really, really powerful comment from Elizabeth there. So there you go. I hope that answers your question. I answered it in detail because I knew that would help everybody here as well. Let's get a like spike if you don't mind, and make sure that you guys are subscribing to the channel. Okay, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. If you haven't already, okay? I like it when you guys drop the comments in and whatnot. So yeah, thank you, Yusuf, as well. I appreciate you. Yusuf is tuned in, listening to the show. Yusuf is my brother. Well, he's Albanian, but he's literally my brother. Blood couldn't separate us. We've grown up together since the very beginning. So it's nice to have siblings in the chat as well. Crypto Mac as well is my sibling as well. I grew up with him too. Right, let's look at 2-3 more things, and then I'm going to wrap up the show, okay? The first thing I want to look at that takes importance, as I said, over the last hour, I've mentioned that I'm expecting the low to print within the next 2 to 3 months. Are there any potential catalysts at the moment that could fuel my suspicions? And the first catalyst that I can see here is the escalation between Russia and Ukraine. Now, to give you guys a tiny bit of context, right? A tiny bit of context. Why is the Russia and Ukraine war affecting crypto? What is the correlation between Russia and the war with Ukraine? Why is it affecting Bitcoin? What the hell? Well, the answer to that is, and this is one of the answers, but this is the answer that affects us. The answer to that is this. Russia controls a lot of the transportation of resources like oil and gas. Okay? Now, Russia going into war with Ukraine and a majority of the world taking Ukraine's side, Russia stops that transportation. Suddenly, we have a massive increase of demand for oil and natural gases. And because that demand is so crazy, what happens is the cost of oil becomes more expensive and the cost of natural gas becomes more expensive. And because those resources become more expensive, suddenly the cost of manufacturing becomes more expensive. And if the cost of manufacturing becomes more expensive, then in order for businesses to meet their profit margins, the consumer is the one that has to pay extra. Okay, and if the consumer is having to pay extra, let's say this fruit shoot here, okay, used to cost 50p, and now I'm having to pay £1 for it. Suddenly, what happens is we get words like inflation, we get bearish news that comes out for CPI, and suddenly we have risk-off environments. Okay, and in risk-off environments, what happens? The S&P is not the one that you want to trade because the S&P falls to the downside. And if the S&P falls to the downside, the dollar starts going higher because the demand for dollars is needed in order to buy all these resources. Fed's pulling these dollars out. People need more dollars because right now we need cash to do everything that we're doing, and we can't do it. The S&P goes down, dollar goes up. What goes down with it? Gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, altcoins, etc., etc. And thus we have our bear market. So you can see here, after that little run that I just had there, that this Russia-Ukraine war is impacting us on a massive, massive degree. Okay? It really is. Now, we were hoping for de-escalation. We were hoping. Typically, what tends to happen in the markets is, and I saw this a lot during 2018, you'd see something big would happen. There'd be a big piece of news comes out. Liz is going to kill Nas. All right. Big news that comes out. Market goes a bit crazy. And then 2 days later, we get another piece of news saying Liz has forgiven Nas, de-escalation in process. And then you discover that the market was just pulling back. Market sort of bottoms out and starts going back up again. All right. With this one, we're not getting that. Russia and Ukraine go into a little war. People call for de-escalation. Putin comes out and says, fuck that. I'm going to war with these guys. I'm taking Kiev. The market chills for a little bit. Putin chills for a little bit. Putin comes live. Putin's talking and says, fuck that. I'm serious. I ain't playing. We're going to make Russia great again. We're taking Kiev for us. We're serious about this. Ukraine must surrender. Market goes crazy again. We're all expecting de-escalation. China's asking for de-escalation. What happens? Russia unleashes a deadly strike on cities across Ukraine after Crimea bridge attack. Okay? Russia unleashed a barrage of deadly attacks on cities across Ukraine on Monday, hitting the heart of the country's capital, Kiev, as part of a wave of strikes against civilians and infrastructure not seen since the earliest days of the war. From Lviv in the west to Kharkiv in the northeast, missiles tore through rush hour traffic and into energy facilities. Look at the key words. In apparent retaliation for a blast that damaged a key bridge to the annexed Crimean Peninsula over the weekend. Okay? Russian President Vladimir Putin announced in a televised address that his military had launched a massive strike. Again, keyword, massive strike on Ukraine's energy, military commands, and communication facilities, telling his Security Council it was revenge for what he said Kiev's long track record of terrorist actions, including the bridge blast. So look, I'm not going to, okay, I'm sorry for that. I'm not going to go into absolute detail in terms of what we can expect going further in terms of what Russia and Ukraine are going to do. I'm not a geopolitical expert. Neither is anybody in the chat. If you are, feel free to drop your opinions. Keep the comments coming in regarding this. But because I'm interested to see what your opinion is of all of this. I really am interested. So when I'm talking about these things, drop a comment to let me know what you guys think too. I can't comment on Russia and Ukraine in terms of the geopolitical sort of aspects, but what I can say is that as long as this continues, we are going to get unsettling market behavior. Okay? We're going to get unsettling market behavior. And it's unfortunate, but this kind of lines up with exactly where we are in terms of the market cycle. I think that we're going to have one leg lower in the markets. I don't know what the catalyst will be, but I do think that a catalyst is going to come that is going to give us that. Now, at the same time, we've got Jerome Powell, the Fed chairman, who is continuously hiking rates. Okay, so much that the UN recently reached out to the Fed and said, "Hey, Jerome, my brother, can you chill out a little bit? Because there are rumors that are coming out that insinuate that you want to increase rates by another 500 basis points over the course of 2023." The market will not be able to handle that. That is bearish as fuck. Okay? The pound swung fail a 1984 low. I was talking to my dad about this yesterday. My dad didn't believe it. The euro continues to plummet. The dollar is too strong. Okay? Now, I've got a chart for the dollar, which I always look at, where I think the macro top is almost in for the dollar. I think that the dollar will start, if Bitcoin is going to start accumulation, I think the dollar is going to do the same thing from where it is, around 120s, 116 to 120s. If we can find a sort of sideways range before the next market, that's what I sort of think is going to happen. Okay? Now, this could be one of the things one of the catalysts that could take us into that accumulation zone finally, so that we could finally have the exit of all the people that we don't need in crypto, and we'll only have the serious people left. It's going to be a long year, a long, boring year, but it will be fun. Don't worry. We'll keep it fun on the NJ show. We'll be here every week. Don't worry, we will be. And we'll be here. We'll be prepared for the next bull market. Okay. And I'm telling you, 2 weeks of bull market, you'll forget about 2 years of bear market. Okay. 2 weeks of bull market, bro. That's new car, fam. That's a new car. I'm telling you now. If you know what you're doing, if you're long in the right altcoins, if you're in the right places, if you're following the money, if you're fully in sync with the market as the bull market kicks off, boy, phew. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. All right, last one that we'll do here before we do the big one, which is stablecoins. Now, stablecoins, as we are going into this accumulation period, one thing that we're going to need to look out for is the regulation across the crypto market. And that is going to be mainly to do with stablecoins. Now, why is this coming up? Well, because Do Kwon ruined it for all of us. Okay, USDT and USDC were doing fine, in my opinion. USDT is the sort of USDT isn't backed, but it's owned by Bitfinex. They were our main sort of usage for crypto. I've always used USDT. All right. I never even hold USD. I've never seen physical dollar bills before in my life. I just use USDT. All right. Now USDC came along and they were they were better than USDT because they are backed by one to one. Each USDC is backed by a real life dollar. And then UST came along, which kind of blew up in everybody's faces and ruined the system. So if we're going to see regulation coming into the market, we're going to see regulation. Not people are looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, but in reality, when people trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins, what they tend to do is they push that money back into USDT, and then from USDT to their respected currencies, whether it's GBP, whether it's USD in general, whether it's dirhams, whether it's euros. You know what I'm saying? When the bull market is here, for you to be buying your cars and your houses and your clothes, and everybody was smashing Louis V, but even NJ was buying Givenchy. I couldn't believe it. I sold out during the bull market. I sold out. It was so bad, guys. It was so bad. I fell in love with Louis V. I fell in love with Givenchy, and I was there. And my friends were egging me on as well. The peer pressure was mad. My brain has reset now, and I'm good now. But I'm telling you, the bull market gets to you. My boy let me borrow his Urus, and it felt normal. It felt normal to be driving around. I'm a boy from Tottenham. It's nuts. But it felt normal to be driving around Dubai in a Lamborghini Urus, and Louis V shades, and you know what I'm saying. It felt normal. But I digress. Going back into these stable coins, this is where we're expecting to see a majority of the regulation kick in. Okay. And this is how they're going to catch us in the next bull market. All right. So we're going to look for a solution. Maybe we have time. Maybe the next bull market will still allow us the freedom to comfortably trade these stable coins in order to allow us to do what we want to do. Otherwise, we're going to have to find another solution to bridge the gap between fiat and Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Okay. So just to give you the one sentence here that stands out, no stablecoin currently meets the standards set for the digital asset category by central bankers of the world's largest economies, and many stablecoins do not have credible mechanisms to support their promise of price stability. To me, that screams Luna all the way. That's completely a Luna thing that they're talking about there. It's purely a Luna thing that they're talking about. It was Luna that did all of this, So just keep an eye on that. Keep a huge eye on that, because a lot of people who re-enter the market in the coming years, they're going to be focusing more on Luna. Sorry, not Luna. They're going to be focusing more on USDT and USDC. If you've got friends and family that are coming into crypto, you're going to be sort of plugged in. You're going to be informed, and they're not going to be. So it's something that we have to keep in touch with there. Right, look, I've got 10 more minutes before I've got to shoot. And what we'll do is we'll finally look at this. Okay, this is what I wanted to look at here. I don't know Kaleo personally, but he's a reputable person on Twitter who shares a lot of content that is for free. So, a big thank you to Crypto Kaleo for providing this content, which he doesn't even know I'm sharing it, but he shared it on Twitter. So there we go. So a big thank you to him anyway. Guys, a quick one as well. Make sure you're giving up a like spike and make sure you're subscribing to the channel. Sorry, I like to bring it up once in a while. We're trying to get to 100 likes. We are 38 away. If you're watching this recorded, do your part, okay? Like, comment, subscribe. We don't have enough comments on the NJ show. That's one of the biggest downfalls of our community at the moment that we're working to build towards, but we need more comments to come in, okay? You guys, it's down to you guys to do that. So whether you're watching this live right now or you're watching this recorded, get yourself part of this community, okay? We're all friends here. We're a community here. You're accepted here. Why are you not commenting? Why are you not sharing your opinions? Why are you not telling us how you feel? We're part of your community, Right. So, at the beginning of the episode, I told you guys, I repeated myself in terms of market cycles. And I said that we were kind of in September 2018. Now, Kaleo, I've also done a market cycles video, by the way. If you go to my channel, okay, bottom right hand corner, you'll be able to subscribe and look at the In It for the Tech channel. Click on the In It for the Tech channel, go over to the playlists, go to education, and within the education tab, you will see my market cycles review. It is a must watch, not just for you guys, but for me as well. On days that I lose track of what the market is doing, I can go back to that video and I can watch myself tell me what I need to hear. Okay. Now, what Kaleo has done here is this is an inverse chart of Bitcoin, which I'll bring up in a second. He says, I'm seeing more 2018 bear market fractal comparisons being used for this range, and I'm really not a fan of the idea at all. In my opinion, we've already seen that major breakdown, where in the accumulation phase, the markup will catch everybody off guard. Now, let's look at Kaleo's opinion. Kaleo says that over here on the far left, if you guys can see, let me try and, I can't zoom in. Over here on the far left, this first yellow box, this is the 2017 Bitcoin high, where Bitcoin iconically hit $20,000, and that is where the bear market started, right? So the bear market started, we got towards the end of the bear market, and in order for accumulation to start, we had one final leg lower, all right? So 6K was the major support, just like the 20K is major support for us at the moment. We had the markdown, which brought us to around 3K in the 2018 cycle. 2019, we had a markup, which was a mini bear market rally. Okay. And then the COVID spike was event driven. Other than that, we would expect an accumulation range here. Okay. He hasn't given it a color. He hasn't marked it out as a box. But this is where I would expect that accumulation range to form. And then we have our bull market right here from the 2020 lows, the COVID lows, all the way to the 2021 highs. So we had around roughly 18 months of bull market. 6 out of that 18 months was the exit of the bear market. That's only for people who are preparing for it. People who are not preparing for it will only get in towards the latter stages of the bull market, where we have distribution beginning to take place already, and they will become exit liquidity. And once we had that distribution, I'm expecting this for the dollar as well, for where the dollar is right now over the coming months. We have the markdown, okay, which according to Kaleo has already happened. I think that we've got one leg lower potentially. If it has already happened, no problem, because we will know in the next few months whether it's true or not. Okay? We are expecting a leg lower. Yes, we are. But are we prepared if this is the low? Yes, we are. We are here every day, my friend. For those of you in the chat right now, you guys are here every day. Monday to Friday. When I don't stream, I get DMs from you guys saying, yo, my bro, come on, man. It's part of my routine. Why are you not streaming today? You guys are going to be part of the catalyst for the next Bitcoin bull market. If you're not excited, just because things are boring right now, if you're not excited, you fucking should be. I apologize for the language, but I'm excited. Every time I chill, every time I relax, I think to myself, you know what? I'm glad. I don't like being on my phone much these days, but during the bull market, I'm going to be on my phone every minute. I'm going to be at my desk every minute. This chair, I'm probably going to have to replace this chair because it will get too much wear and tear, you know? So according to Kaleo, he believes that we might not actually have another leg down, you know? He thinks that the low could potentially be in, and the bear market rally of 2023, the markup of 2023, could happen sooner than we expect, and that a lot of people will get left dumbfounded and left out from that. Okay, I don't think we will. I think we'll see what the market does. We'll have time. We have sort of personalities like Trader XO, Trader SC in the space. We've got personalities like myself who come live every single day. I really don't think we're going to miss out on this. All I think is the only way that we can miss out on this is if we don't pay attention. If we're not studying, if we're not joining Exo's Sunday streams, if we're not joining Exo's midweek streams, if we're not joining Bitcoin for Ledgers from Trader SC, if we're not joining altcoin for Ledgers from Trader SC during the week, and if you're not joining the NJ show, if you're not subscribing, and if you're not becoming part of the community, that's the only way you'll miss out. If you're doing all of those things, I don't see how you're going to miss it. All right. So I wanted to bring this up because I do think that, the yearly candle is going to be an interesting one for 2023. I think that once the yearly candle opens, maybe we could get the downside then. I'm not sure how it's going to go. We have to get closer to the time to make a decision. But I do think that we're going to have a 2023 high as well. Do I think it's going to go as far as the previous all-time high? No, I don't. I think maybe 43K, maybe as far as 50K. We will see. Okay, we'll see. It's difficult to make those kind of assumptions from here, but I do understand the narrative of what he's talking about. It doesn't make too much sense to go lower from here. At the same time, it does. We'll see how the market reacts. But you know what? Now is the time to be relaxing more. Now is the time to be studying more. I'm ready for this next cycle, guys. I'm ready. I know that you guys are too. Some of you are, and you don't even realize that you are, So get to a stage where you realize that you are. Don't let anybody put you down. I remember in 2018 where people were telling me that I was crazy for believing in, believe me, people were telling me I was crazy. There were not a lot of people that believed in my ideas. There was nobody that followed me. There was not a single person in my entire squad that followed me on my journey. Okay? And you'll go through the same thing. Do not let anybody trigger you. Do not let anybody make you think that you can't do this. All right? Stick with the narrative that I've told you guys to do. This is advice, not financial advice, but advice. Exo's doing free streams. Why are you not there? If you're not there, you have yourself to blame. SC does free streams. Why are you not there? If you're not there, you have yourself to blame. I come live every day for the NJ show. I remind you guys to subscribe 2-3 times an episode. I remind you guys to like the video 2-3 episodes, every 2-3 times during the episodes. And I go through these macro things with you every sort of other day. So you guys have no excuse to not make it. Get off the 15-minute time frames. That's boring. You're not going to get your Lamborghinis from that. You're not. Okay? You're just not. Prepare for the next bull market, because if you smash the exit of the bear market, remember what I said? We had 18 months of bear market here, guys. All right? We had the COVID crash. We had 6 months of exit of bear market where nobody knew what the fuck was going on. And then this area here, November 2020, was the bull market. January 2021 was where altcoins started going. And then we topped out in November 2021 here. So out of the 18 months, before the 12 months even starts, you might be in an RS5. You might be in a BMW M5 Com. You don't know. You guys don't know, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen this shit. It's nuts. It is crazy. The bull market is unprecedented. It's generational. Me and my dad were talking yesterday, and it's okay that he doesn't understand this stuff. During his time, it was different. During his time, bull market for him was buying a house in London. It was getting involved in online businesses, the dot-com bubble. All right. For our generation, it doesn't matter if you're 20, 30, 40, 50, it's still your generation. For your generation, it's cryptocurrency, it's Bitcoin. And for our children and our children's children, it will be something else, but we'll set them up. We'll set them up with what we're doing now. So don't underestimate yourself. Don't underestimate this market. Don't think that you know better. Like and subscribe and join the NJ community. All right. So that's it from me today. There's nothing else I really need to talk about. I've got to go and get a haircut. Is there anything that you guys want to bring up real quick? Oh, Liz has put the market cycle video in the chat. So go and look in the chat to get the market cycle video. Um, uh, Liz is saying that NJ buying me an X6 and an RSQ8. I'll tell you what, Yusuf is going to buy me an Urus. All right. When Yusuf buys me an Urus, I will run away from you. I'll use it to drive away as fast as I can from you. Yusuf, I can't wait till we have an Urus in the garage, bro. We just need one. We just need one in the garage. We need 3 cars. We'll have one Urus, one this car, one that car. We'll all look after it together. It'll be sick. And you guys as well. You guys will let me know. Let me know in the chat. Everybody's saying thanks and goodbye already. All I want is 10 more cows on the farm and a new quad. Joel, I fuck with that, Joel. That's amazing. That's a serious goal. I appreciate you for that. That's hard. I want an Urus, but I do like this 10 cows idea. I genuinely do. Hamid said he's looking forward to the next bull market. Phil says, I can't wait to order my Renault 5 in the next 2 years. Yeah, Phil, man, look, you're here every day, mate. You're here every freaking day. Don't give up. I'm telling you, there's no reason why you can't do it. The market, the people around you, they go to school. You go to school. School tells you, yeah, you need to get a job. You need to get a 9 to 5. And then you get your 9 to 5. You got to start low and then build up your career, build up your CV, build up your portfolio. And then you can become a director on 100K a year. You're not going to get no Renault 5 from that. You can get one on finance. People won't believe you if you say, yeah, I want to get one cash. They'll be like, yeah, in your dreams, mate. Where are you gonna get that from? You trying to hit the lottery, mate? You trying to hit the jackpot? Shut up, bro. Just because you don't believe that you can do it, don't come and tell me that I can't do it. So yeah. Phil, thank you very much. Cheers, appreciate you, mate. Gaza, thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you. Trader SKO, appreciate you. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining the stream. Microwave Microwave says, haha, give this man some likes. Appreciate you, my bro. Svetoslav says, can't wait to get my financial freedom. And Keozan says, I already have a cow at home. That's pretty cool. So we all want to retire our families. We all want to do good things in this market. Let's smash it. Okay, let's smash it. All right. So I appreciate all of you guys for joining. Please do like the video if you can. Please do subscribe if you haven't already subscribed to the content. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. We've got the FOMC stuff tomorrow. Is this hold on a second. Let's have a quick look at this. Let me make sure that I've got my settings right. So 7:33 a.m. 1 sec. So we need to do UTC. Okay, save settings. Then go to the calendar again. And if we go to the calendar, tomorrow, Wednesday, we've got PPI at 12:30 p.m. We've got FOMC at 6 p.m. So I'm not 100%. It's not FOMC, but it's FOMC speaking. Members are speaking. So I'm not sure if we'll be going live at 6 p.m. UK time to 7 p.m. UK time tomorrow, or at 1:30 UK time tomorrow. But I'll let you guys know. Obviously, hit the bell icon if you guys want to be notified when I'm going to be going live. But on Thursday, we'll be going live at the normal time. We'll be going live at 12 p.m. London time on Thursday, so a little bit earlier than what we usually do. And we'll be live to stream the CPI watch along, the unemployment claims, and we'll see how Bitcoin, the ES, gold, and the rest of the market react to this news. Okay, so that's that. And Friday we'll do the normal time. All right, maybe we'll have a guest on as well. We'll see how it goes. All right. I love you guys. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow for the watch along. I'll see you guys then. Cheers. Take care. Remember to like and subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, subscribe. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when I schedule my live streams. All right. Join the Telegram, by the way, as well. The Telegram is in the link in the first link in the description below. Join the Telegram. We are like 20 people away from 1,000 subscribers. We are 19 people away from hitting 1,000 subscribers on Telegram. So get involved. All right. Take care, everyone. Goodbye.